Let's go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. We're glad to have you here on Friday, May 16th. It is Friday, my friends. Hello, and how are you doing? Good to have you here. Yay! Hey, we got Kristen in the house. We got Gen Z. We got Krista Russo. Maz is with us, of course. Mr. Chris Johnstone is with us as well. And we got all of you guys. It's going to be an interesting day, of course. Big reveal today. It's the big reveal, Mr. Chris Johnstone. So we're anxious to get a look at this. That's going to be very, very cool. And of course, as we get started, we'll just go ahead and grab a couple of wins as people pile in, if that's okay with you, Chris. Is that all right?
Of course.
All right. Cool, man. Cool. Well, let's see. What should we do? Yeah, let's get right to it. Just a couple of wins. You know, Jim with his hand up. Didn't even have to play the win music. I didn't have to do anything. It's just like, I'm on this. I got to win, baby.
Hey, it's the least I could do. Good morning. How are you?
Good. What's going on, bro?
Well, not much. Hi, Chris, everyone. I was just going to follow up from a couple of days ago about Carl talking about farming and hunting. So on my database calls, I found, the highest refis I could find. I found three people. We got into a long discussion, but the bottom line is all three of them are rates in the high sevens, one special on FHA. So I just picked up three new refis just by my calls on Wednesday.
Dude.
Way to go.
It's amazing when you listen to Carl and you guys. So
even more amazing when you do what Carl said.
Absolutely. Anyway, thought I'd share that.
Hey, man, that's awesome, Jim. Congrats, brother. Yeah, pretty, you think about that too, guys. That's pretty easy 3 deals right there. A few phone calls and you get 3 deals in the door. Didn't have to do a whole lot to get that. Awesome. Great
wait
stuff.
a minute. I need to see the dog.
What dog?
Jim's puppy is there.
So this is my lab. This is Riley. She won't leave me alone anytime I'm on the phone. So there's
yeah, what a sweetie. Look at that dog. That is an awesome puppy.
Yeah, we just adopted her about 3 months ago. Someone had abandoned her. So
What's wrong with people?
I'm such a pushover for dogs. I love dogs so much.
Thank you, Kristen.
All right. Chauncey, you had your hand up. Did you change your mind, Chauncey?
Oh, no, I can go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday.
What's happening, brother? Happy Friday. Give us a quick win.
I had a first time going through a manual underwrite process.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I didn't enjoy it, but it got clear to close, and they're closing on Tuesday. It was
no
the most
kidding
process.
Wow.
But it worked itself out. So I'm very
Yeah.
happy about that, because I didn't even count that. I was like, I'm not counting this to close, and it's actually going to close.
It's
so
clear to close.
I was very happy about that.
Yeah. Manual underwrite. So obviously it was a purchase, right?
It was a purchase. Yeah, it was a USDA. The client's actually getting back $1,200 at closing. So USDA,
Weird.
the seller gave credits. They're getting a check for $1,200 on Tuesday for a USDA. So, and it was a manual underwrite. So, and we had to do a credit rescore on it, rapid rescore to get the credit up. It was a pain, but it worked out, thankfully.
You know what, man? You got to learn how to, put some elbow grease into your deals once in a while, Chauncey. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh my God. USDA, ow. In general, the manual underwrite, ow. Credit rescore, ow. My goodness. But it's done. Hey, I got to ask you this though, Chauncey. So were there 2 realtors involved? Listing agent and selling.
This is another wow on it. So the buyer used to be a realtor in North Carolina. So doing the purchase here in Florida, so they wanted to represent themselves, but of course they couldn't because they're not licensed here in the state.
Right.
So they kind of negotiated their own contract. The listing agent was representing both sides, which is it's sometimes like a no-no, right? But it helped us in regards to getting the seller's credits to cover all closing costs. So all the closing costs was covered in that regard. So USDA, then everything else we've talked about before. When I say it was a pain, it was a pain. But the biggest thing was the transparency and keeping everything open channels, right? Telling the realtor what's going on, the client where we are, why we need this document. So it wasn't a pain in regards to getting documents to things back. The pain was just the process of the manual underwrite, right? But it worked itself out, thankfully, because we were just open. Hey, look, I need this. This is what I'm struggling with. I need help. And everybody just hopped in and made it work, which is great.
Yeah. Yeah. So the relationship with the realtor at this point is good, intact, everything. Because sometimes, you go through tough deals. And
Absolutely.
it don't matter what a heroic job you did sometimes. They don't care. They just don't like you, you know?
Right.
So.
But this agent thankfully loves it because I was open. I'm like, hey, I'm going to miss this closing date because I need X, Y, and Z. They have fortunately, it's usually a 48-hour turnaround on manual underwrites from hearing back from underwriting. So I was just open about it. We had to do one extension. They weren't mad because they knew through the process what we were dealing with.
Hey, if they know up front, you need to go. Yeah, that's very, very, as long as they know what's going on. So just one last question, because this is an interesting conversation to me. The last question would be, is this agent, the selling agent, who was also representing them as the buyer in this case, is this a new to you agent? Where did they find the house and then
brand new to me?
Okay.
So the client reached out to me. They found me online, got them pre-approved. This is actually 8 months since I've known this person, right? We had to get the credit. This is wasn't a quick thing here. 8 months I've known this client, stayed with them, showed them how to get the credit, did the credit rescore. They did those things. I said, hey, we need to get your wife, need to get the tax returns done, because she makes like $9,000 a year. But I said, hey, that helps. She was like, but Chauncey, it helps. I need it for your DTI, because USDA, as we know, the housing expense ratio and everything else is lower, right? So it was a long process. But when I say this man is happy, him and his wife, they are so happy. They're going to be homeowners. They didn't think it was possible. So on Tuesday, I'm going to show up to that one for sure, get pictures, post it on social media. The client made money on getting the deal. They're going to get a $1,200 check and move in for free. So it's going to be a great one.
Well, sounds like they should get a couple of Chauncey tattoos or something like that, man. That's what I'm thinking. And boy, oh boy, they, hopefully you get some good referral business out of them. And pick up that new agent too. You pick up that agent and start getting some business out of them as well. Or
already on it. Yep.
Already on it. Good for you, man. Great stuff. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Well, awesome stuff, man. Well, let's move on, man. Let's get to Chris Johnstone. Loan Officer CRM.ai update, big reveal today, guys. Chris, I am intrigued, right? I am on pins and needles. I want to see how I can get unlimited qualified agent lists. Let's go.
Awesome. All right. And Chauncey, congratulations, man. Great to see. And you're absolutely crushing it. That's awesome. So Frank, thank you. Good morning, everybody. So we now have unlimited qualified agent data inside the Loan Officer AI CRM. And that is what I'm going to show you. We have partnered with Model Match. And so y'all have been seeing Model Match here in the community. You've seen a little bit about the tool. We now have it for free inside the Loan Officer AI CRM. But I wanted to give the big picture around this because and I saw in the chat, we've got some people here for the first time. This is their first breakfast club.
Oh, I didn't see that. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats. Welcome.
Yes.
Boy, I missed that.
Welcome.
That's my bad.
Welcome.
Kristen, why didn't you tell me?
Didn't get a word in edgewise, as usual.
I told you don't mess with her today.
All right. Sorry, Chris. Sorry that you caused the problem, Chris. You brought it up. So
I totally did.
Welcome, Luis. Welcome, Luis. We're happy to have you here.
Yes. But Luis, what Jim shared this morning was one of the golden nuggets that just get dropped here on Breakfast Club all of the time. So make sure you're here every day. It's your daily dose of awesome, Monday through Friday. Jim, again, congratulations on the implementation and the deals. That's fantastic. So today, we're talking about going out to qualified agents, getting them to book an appointment with you by using an offer. So using different offers to get qualified agents to meet with you, and then following up with them to actually get them to send you the business. And what we've done inside the Loan Officer CRM is we've tried to automate and pre-write as much of that stuff as we possibly can, and then provide you with exceptional customer service so that when you need the campaigns launched, we're actually there alongside you, actually clicking the buttons and making the whole thing work for you. So The whole conversation today is about going out and getting qualified agents, even though we do database, we do PALs, we do all of that stuff inside the CRM. So it's kind of designed to go with the daily success plan. We're just talking about qualified agents today. Everybody with me?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into the platform. If you are an existing Loan Officer CRM member, give me a shout out in the chat. Just say yes or whatever, because we love you. We appreciate you so much. We know there's a number of you in the community. So just like, thank you. Y'all are amazing. And which is why I'm so freaking happy to announce that this advancement, there's no charge. We're literally adding it to your account, doing all the buttons, pressing all the integrations. Everything's included for free. There's no charge. There's no upgrade. If you're part of the Loan Officer CRM already, you get all of this for free, no charge. And the team's already in the background loading it into your account. All of the contacts that you've got inside the system from the previous provider that we were using for this data are still there, still working. Everything's good. The team's taking care of everything for you. So there's nothing for you to do. This is just a free advancement inside the system. So Frank, are you ready?
Man, I'm so ready.
Okay, cool. So this is the Loan Officer CRM. You can see I'm in an account, and then we have this menu bar down on the left-hand side that says qualified agent lists. And when you click on that qualified agent list, it's now going to pop up with model match and all of the tools. You get full access to model match inside the platform. So what you do is you come in here and you create a pipeline for the market that you want to go after. So we've got people on the CRM, JR Boston is in multiple locations, running multiple campaigns, doing all kinds of wonderful things. So you come in here, you create a pipeline for your location. So you can see here, we've got one for Alabama, we've got California, Arkansas. So based on the location that you want to go get qualified agent relationships with, you come in here, you create a list or a pipeline for those contacts. Then you come down here to Market Insights, and you click on this Market Insights tab that's over here on the left-hand side. Now, the first thing that I want to show you is this section here that says Viewing Agents. If I click on here, you can see you get full access to not only all of the real estate agent data in the country on buy side, sell side, who they're doing their deals with, all of that data, but you also get loan originators, mortgage companies, and mortgage branches. And you get access to all of the data for free inside the Loan Officer CRM. So know that you can use this for recruiting as well as going out and setting up agent relationships, which is
the mortgage originator contact information in there?
Yeah. Huh. So, and the reason why I like that is because you can then take a look at, okay, here's this qualified agent. They're doing a lot of business with this lender. You can go out and do a little bit of research into that lender and see what skills they might focus on, that sort of thing. So I just thought it was super interesting, and we're providing all that data for free. Typically, people charge for this. Again, we just gave it to everybody on the system for free. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to look at all agents, and then I'm going to pick a marketplace. So Frank, let's.
That was me. So
Jen muted you. Glad it wasn't me. I'm going to give Jen Satra a bone.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I did it just for fun because I love you, Jen.
Well, guess what? Chris is sharing his screen, so we don't get your sound right now, Frank.
Oh, damn! What a drag!
Dun, dun, dun.
You were just pushing it.
I'm an idiot. Keep going, Chris. Sorry to interrupt your flow, brother. Keep going.
I got you. There is no flow, Frank. It's mayhem.
Sorry, Chris.
All right. And happy Friday morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good time. Come on. That's why we're here, right? We're all here to have fun. So pick a location. Let's do Tampa. Is Tampa cool, or Jen, why don't you pick one?
Yeah, Jen, pick one. Gen Z.
I'm good with Tampa. Let's pick Tampa.
All right. Cool. All right. So I'm just going to come in here. I'm going to type in Tampa, Florida. I select it, and it goes out, zooms in on the map, finds all of the agents in the Tampa market. Now, we only want to work with qualified agents. So we only want to reach out to qualified agents and use the power dialer to call them, drop the ringless voicemails, all that wonderful thing, put them into the funnel. So I'm going to add a filter. So I click on this add a filter button, and I can sort them by volume, but I can also sort them by unit count. So I just hover over unit count and I put in the number 8. So it says greater than 8. So then I come over to the unit count. Regret drinking the second coffee for the morning and hit greater than 8. So now you can see I've got a list of 572 qualified agents in Tampa, Florida that have greater than 8 units. So what I do now is I select this button, and when I hover over it, you can see it says select first 1,000. So I'm going to select that. So I select all, oh, wait, hold on. Let me get rid of the zoom thing. There's actually, 572. And then see how it says add to pipeline? I just click that add to pipeline button. It goes out, gets all the information for all of those people. And then I click the button here, and it adds them to the list inside that you saw at the very beginning. So I now have all of the qualified agents in Tampa, Florida that I can add to this pipeline. So I click on pipeline, let's type in Florida, and then I add a tag to them. This tag, when I click the import button, goes into the Loan Officer CRM. So you get all of the information on these qualified agents inside the contact record inside the CRM as soon as you import them. So I'm going to put a tag in here, and I'm going to do Florida, Tampa, qualified agents. And then I always put the date on here. And so I would put the date right there so that I know when I imported the list, because you always want to keep your list fresh. And now that you have unlimited access to this data, you can go in every month and get a fresh list and add the new people that have become qualified, the up and comers, to your list at any given time. So then I select add to pipeline, and it's going to add it to the pipeline. Done. So now, and we've only got so much time. So what I do now is I simply just go to the pipeline up here at the top. I select the 572 contacts that are inside that pipeline. So I would come down here to my Florida pipeline.
Oh, I see. So the pipeline that you put it into is inside of Model Match. It's the Model Match pipeline.
It's a Model Match pipeline.
Okay.
But I only did it like that so that you could keep your contacts organized
in Model Match.
Import them into the CRM.
Got it. Okay.
If you have to just import them and they go into the CRM, it can get messy. And we noticed that as we were working with all of our clients in customer support.
Yeah.
And the team came to me and said, hey, they need a way to sort the locations first and then move them into the CRM. So that's why we've built it this way. So on here, when I go to Florida, here, those agents pop up on this list. I select the contacts and I click the import to Loan Officer CRM button, and there's no exporting of the list. There's no Excel stuff you have to do. There's no CSV sheets or anything. It's just 2 clicks of a button from this point, and all of the contacts go into the Loan Officer CRM.
And then they go into the CRM with that tag that you've assigned it.
That's right.
So that once you get into the CRM, you can just filter by that tag. They're all there, load them into a dialer and go.
Exactly. And what we've actually built here is a workflow automation that automatically starts following up on all of the qualified agents for you. So you can see I haven't left the CRM. I've clicked automation over here on the left-hand side. We have this thing called the Loan Officer Launch. Many of you here knew about the Loan Officer Launch. The Loan Officer Launch has all of these different workflows for each of the ways that you can email and text and reach out and follow up to actually generate more loans in your mortgage business. So Frank, when you take those qualified agents from Model Match, unlimited amounts of qualified agents, you import them into the system, our team has already built an automation where you can get it so they automatically go into this qualified real estate partners workflow. This qualified workflow already has a year's worth of marketing and value for top producing real estate agents built into it. There's an email a week that goes out every single week. And the way that we've built it is there's a theme every month. Now, why a theme every month? Because offers minus no's equals money. I've discovered, so I've been marketing for loan officers for coming up on 14 years now. We were actually talking about my hairline in the green room, and you can see I've got about 14 years of mortgage marketing experience sitting right there. And what I've discovered in reaching out to top producers, because that's how we built our mortgage business, is that they've got a small list of problems, but they're really big problems. And so every month, this workflow reaches out and talks about a different way that you can help solve one of those problems for one of these top producing agents. So we give an offer every month. So I'll give you one example is the coffee appointment. So the first thing that we do is we just reach out for the coffee appointment because it works. If you're just following call stars, you're using the coffee appointment script, I'm a student of success, it just works. It works. We see success story after success story that it works. But some people come back to me and they're like, I've done that 4 weeks in a row, feels a little bit weird, I need something a little bit fresh. Well, one of the next campaigns that we drop them into is, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Qualified Agent, do you have old, cold, dead leads that you're not working that you paid for? Give them to me. We will work those leads for you, turn them into pre-approvals and refer them back to you. Great offer. We actually had a testimonial come in from a member this week. Got a list of Zillow leads from an agent, put them into the pre-done campaign in the CRM, and pulled out a mortgage deal that they've been able to refer over to the real estate agent. Now, I used to say application. It's not a funded deal yet. Amy DeBusk in the community uses these workflows, makes the calls to the leads and gets leads. Free leads from real estate agents. That's just another offer. Another offer, we've got Vince on the call here. Vince started a podcast. And so one of his offers out to these qualified agents is, I would love to have you on my podcast. I'd love to feature you. This is another way to get this list of qualified agents to respond back to you. So you get the list of the qualified agents, hit the button to import them into the CRM, and this workflow automatically kicks off. So it creates an opportunity, and this is just a tracking tool that we have inside the CRM. So you can see how many contacts you loaded into the workflow, how many responded, how many you booked an appointment with, how many you've got a relationship with, how many you've moved over to your Focus 40, how many you've gotten a referral from. It just shows you over time the success that you're getting from the platform. So we make it so you can track it all. Here is the power dialer, Frank. So as soon as you import them into the system, you don't even have to add them to the power dialer. The workflow automatically puts them in a power dialer campaign. So when you open up the power dialer, you click on the workflow that says qualified agents, and all the qualified agents are already there. You just click let's start, the dialer starts, and it starts making the calls. So it's already set up to put them into the power dialer for you. For our super advanced users, don't have this built into the workflow because most people don't use this feature. But if you click this little plus button right here and you type Facebook into the menu, see how it says Facebook add to custom audience? I can select that, select my Facebook advertising account, and then select the audience that I've already set up inside Facebook. And it will automatically add all of these qualified agents to a Facebook advertising audience. So all the qualified agents start seeing my ads on Facebook automatically. All you have to do is have the Facebook campaign set up, have the audience set up, and they're automatically moved over to Facebook so they start seeing your ads. We talk about wet ice on wet ice when you're making your phone calls, because you got to use the power dialer, you got to make your phone calls. But if they're seeing your ads and they've been seeing your ads for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, when you make that call, there's brand recognition. It's just another tool in your toolkit to help more people pick up the phone and more people respond to the campaigns. So then the campaign drips 100 a day. So it only drops 100 agents a day into the workflow so that it's manageable for you. And then it starts sending the messages. The next amazing feature that I love is right here.
Oh,
I know, this is crazy. Oh,
no, we're laughing at a comment because it says there's 1,000% chance that Frank's gonna be showing up in the Zoom. Kristen did that. Oh, she's on fire today.
I know.
She's
gone Philly on us. That's what's happened.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I could see the smoke. No, it's good. I'm just thought it wasn't about my hair.
No.
So down here, we have ChatGPT AI agents built right into the workflow. So if you're sending out these messages and these offers to these qualified agents and they respond back with either a text message or an email, this prompt has all of the information about all of the offers and all of the messages that get sent out. It sees the message that they've responded to and it writes the response for you. So when we're all busy, but this is a qualified agent. This is one of the greatest opportunities that we have for a referral relationship. And it takes instant conversion oftentimes to get that appointment and actually get a hold of that person. If they wait 2 hours to hear back from you, it's hard to convert them or catch them at that point. So the AI picks up their response in real time, writes the response, and then sends you an email and says, hey, you just got this message from a qualified agent, and it shows you the message. And then it says, here's my response that I'm going to send back. Do you approve it? And there's this hyperlink. And if you click yes, I approve in the email, it sends the message back to the realtor. So you don't have to sit, think about the perfect script, think about the response. The system already has all the scripts, has everything pre-built into it, and it writes your communication for you, and you're just approving it before it goes out. And that is set up for every single message. So you take those qualified agents, you now have an unlimited amount of them, load them into the power dialer, let the automatic emails go out, and anytime any of them respond back to the messages that you're sending out, AI is there to catch the message, write the response, and help you get the appointment. Frank, I know that's a lot. And
it's a ton, but it's pretty amazing. And on the let me take you back to the unlimited list. So you basically, I could go in and pick Tampa. I get 500, right? I drop them in. Then I could go, well, I'm also in, California, Stockton, California. So that same day I can go in that same moment and click, now give me Stockton. So I can essentially get the qualified agents loaded up from all the areas that I want to market right out of the gate, and then just start letting the machine work for me, basically.
Yep, exactly.
It's pretty good, man. It's pretty epic. It's pretty epic. Ron's got his hand up. Ron, what you got?
Sorry. I wanted to know if you can sort of backward compatible your list, because I have my whole list that I downloaded from Redder that I call. And before I go to the face-to-face meeting with them, I always jump on Redder just to say, just refresh me exactly where they're working and kind of who they're working with. So it would be helpful if I could say, okay, now can I take my old list and put them back, so that I can see that same data now for the, since this is kind of like the new tool we have.
Yes. And all of the communication, so the CRM won't create duplicate records. It will just update the existing records that you already have in the CRM. So if you do an import of agents and they're already inside the CRM, it won't create new contacts. It will just notice, hey, this person's already in the CRM, and it won't change the existing contact record that you've got. So the new agents will come in, but anybody that you already have notes on or you've already got history on, their contact record stays the same, but there's no duplication. And Brad, I see you, man. I've got you, and we'll do Q&A, but I want to get this out before the top of the hour. We've got a special offer before the end of the month. We're waiving the setup fee. So there's normally a $297 setup fee. We're waiving the setup fee on the Loan Officer CRM. And if you purchase before the end of the month, we're going to give everybody that purchases access to the recordings of the Loan Officer launch program as part of getting into the system today. Everything is included. The power dialer, unlimited qualified agent data, all of the integration. The thing that I'm most proud of is the support and the team that comes along with this to help you get it integrated. And I've got a brand new guarantee. And so if you go to that link that I just put in the chat, it's loanofficercrm.ai, not .com. So loanofficercrm.ai/offer, and you invest in the CRM today, it's just $297. So we waived the $297 setup fee. You're getting the $1,500 Loan Officer Launch Program for free, full support, and I guarantee that you will get a campaign launched inside the CRM with one-on-one support. So the way that our support works and our onboarding works is you get one-on-one calls with our team, and normally there's 3 of them. You get 3 one-on-one calls with our team, and we click the buttons, we set up the CRM for you. We understand, we want you to be closing loans, not clicking buttons in software, right? So we're there to go with you. Well, our team, if you come in before the end of the month, we will work with you until your campaign is launched. That's the guarantee. You're going to get a workflow built, customized, and sent, and the first email will be sent out from the system as we guide you along that process. And you're not really investing today because we got a 30-day 100% money back guarantee. So it's like, it's $297 today. And then if you stay on, it's $297 every 4 weeks after that. But you've got a full 30 days to try this thing out. If you don't like it for any reason, we'll give you 100% of your money back. So you can come in, get access to the Model Match platform, get qualified agent data, export qualified agent data. And if you're not so overwhelmed and like, this is incredible, we'll still give you 100% of your money back. So there's absolutely no risk. And I would love to see you inside the community. And for those of you that are customers and clients, you know, fire away in the comment section about the support and about your experience, because we'd love to hear it. And if you're in, I would love to see a yes in the comments so that we can properly welcome you to the community. Brad, I apologize for that, but I wanted to get it out before the end of the hour. Or how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
Hey, good. Just a real quick question on, model match. You did Tampa there. Can you drill down into like counties, within a metro area? I may not want.
Can you go deeper? Yeah.
Okay. So, and we are legitimately finding this out together because I don't want to give you the wrong answer. And if this turns into a wormhole and I need to get you the answer after, I'll get it for you.
Sharon says she just checked and you can.
Oh, well, that was easy. Sharon,
and no wormholes this morning.
Wormhole avoided. All right.
There you go.
All right.
And if you already have AI CRM, is that the launch, the launch, is that already something available to us for training on the new one?
So it is supposed to be for new customers that are coming in, but our team is here in the support. So a great ask, and I love it. Brad's a closer. You know that Brad just asks for the business. That's awesome.
All right. Wow, man.
Darling has a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Chris, by the way, your support is awesome. This is kind of off. Chris, what is the thing on your shirt? Is that a little speaker? What are you using right there on your t-shirt?
So this is my travel microphone, and it's a little DJI mic.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, clips. Is my audio okay?
Yeah, no, it sounds great. That's why I was wondering.
Cool.
Yeah, the video's questionable, but the audio's great. Yeah.
That's all. So we had a question here from Carol. Does the CRM integrate with Arrive? And the answer to that is yes. We actually had a member in our community that posted yesterday that they finished their Arrive integration on the platform. So it is advanced and it takes some effort, but yes, that is available, and we have now done it multiple times. So yes, you can integrate with Arrive. So Debbie says, are we able to get our lists out? So yes, today you can do that, but also, you know, from the old platform, anybody that you have imported into the CRM is inside your CRM. They're still in the workflows. Everything is still working inside the CRM. You don't lose access to any of that data. For integration questions, if the other platform integrates with Zapier, the answer is yes, we can integrate with it. And I would love to work with well, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Awesome. So unlimited agent data.
Unlimited. Unbelievable, man. Good stuff.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, crazy.
And
Do we have Build It with Chris today?
yes. And we're going to be digging into the platform, and we're literally just over my shoulder, clicking the buttons, seeing what's in there. And we're literally just going to be digging through the model match platform and showing you all the data, going into contact records, actually looking at all the data that's inside the system. It's going to be a ton of fun. So builditwithchris.com, free call, open to everybody, noon Eastern. Kristen, thank you for the reminder.
Great stuff. Chris Johnstone, everybody. Always a pleasure. For those of you who might be listening on the podcast, that is loanofficercrm.ai/offer. That's how you would get there. So if you're driving in your car and you're on iTunes, try to remember that, loanofficercrm.ai/offer, and you can get in, no problem. Also, we would encourage you to attend the show live if you can. Just go to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com. We're live here on Zoom every Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay. Yeah, nice Lulu Capital merch, Frank. Yep, sporting. I got that yesterday from my daughter. Finally got me a hat. It's like, where's my hat? I got it. So anyways, guys, well, I tell you what, man, let's go ahead and get on out of here. What do you say? Get the day rolling. Everybody good for a Friday? Also, don't forget, Monday, we're going to have Kevin Broughton. It's always fun to have Kevin Broughton on the show, so he'll be here Monday. Oh, check this out. Tuesday, I'm going to have Josh Pitts from Shred Media on the show. He's a super good guy. He's got a very cool thing is he and his wife sold everything they own and bought a giant catamaran, put the kids and put the whole family on the catamaran. They're sailing around the world, homeschooling the kids, and that's their life. And he's working through Starlink, and it's just a fascinating story. He's going to be on Tuesday. So, and then Wednesday we'll have Chelsea Gardner. I'm sorry, Thursday, Chelsea Gardner. Owen is out this Thursday. And of course, Friday, Chris again. And Wednesday, we'll have some awesome coaching for you. So with that, we hope you join us for the rest of the week. Invite your friends. You guys have a great day, and we'll catch up here with you on Monday. Adios, my friends. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody.
Happy Friday.